girls, welcome back to iSingPOP and another story here on Snug Stories. Today we're going to read about two more heroes of faith from our book, Heroes of the Old Testament. This evening's heroes are Deborah and Esther. So grab a blanket, your favourite teddy, and snuggle down. We're going to read about Deborah first. Deborah under the tree. Deborah, a great leader of the Israelites, stood under a palm tree when she listened to the requests of the Israelites and passed judgment. Deborah was a judge, and everyone across Israel respected her and listened when she spoke. But the Israelites were in trouble. They'd stopped listening to God and obeying his rules. And because of this, they had been invaded by the Canaanites. After being ruled over for 20 years, Deborah had a message from God. She was told to gather an army and God would free the Israelites. Deborah sent this message from God to Barak. Gather an army, 10,000 strong, from Naphtali and Zebulun and take them along. To Mount Tabor, where the Canaanites will come, fight them and you will take back your home. Their commander will be at the Kishon River, where I will help you defeat the Canaanites there. Barak agreed, but only if Deborah came with them, for he knew God was with her and blessed her. God sent heavy rain during the battle, causing the Canaanites' chariots to get stuck in thick, gloopy mud, so the Canaanites were defeated. Their commander, Sisera, ran away. He ran and he raced and he raced and he ran, and eventually he found somewhere to hide. But the woman who agreed to hide him knew who he was and didn't want to help him. So Sisera was defeated with nowhere left to run. After the battle, when the Israelites had won, Deborah sang a song to the people of Israel to remind them of God's goodness. The Israelites kept God's commandments and lived in peace for the next 40 years. And now we are going to read about Esther. Esther, who was ordinarily special. Esther was special. And by special, I mean completely ordinary. Being ordinary should never be underestimated. God loves the ordinary, the everyday and the average. Esther was picked out of the crowd to become the new queen of Persia. She was pampered and looked after for years. It was a life far from the one she had lived before. But one day, that life came knocking, and a message from her cousin Mordecai shocked her very core. Haman plots to kill our people, the Jews. You must ask the king for mercy. But this was not an easy request. No one, not even the queen, was allowed to enter the king's court without being invited. If they did, they would surely die. Esther knew what she must do. If she didn't, who would? What would become of her people? Perhaps I was put here for such a time as this, and if I have to die, then I will. Esther thought long and hard. She went without food or water for 3 days while she prayed, asking her people to do the same. Then Esther had a plan, a brilliant, amazing, and seemingly ordinary plan. 2 banquets. Bravely, she approached the king, and upon seeing her beauty, he gladly accepted her request. It was a lavish meal with meat, fruit, and the finest wine. Then the king turned to Esther and said, "My queen, what do you desire?" "My king, someone plots to kill all my people." With a wave of deep anger, he shouted, "Who? Who would do such a thing?" "The man standing beside you, Haman." Haman was taken away and killed for his crimes. A new royal decree declared that all Jewish people could defend themselves. They had been saved by an ordinary girl who decided to be brave. The end. What incredible women Deborah and Esther were. I hope you enjoyed reading about them. Join me next Friday for another story, and on Monday for plenty more iSingPOP fun. Good night, everyone. Sleep well.